Derek Chauvin, still being held, is being charged with third-degree murder, while many people are calling for first-degree. What's the difference? Why does this matter?
Well, without comment on the evidence, I will say that first-degree murder is when you premeditate and plan to kill somebody, and then you go out and kill them. Second-degree murder is where you didn't premeditate or plan, but you just end up intentionally killing them, or you unintentionally kill them while in the commission of another felony offense. That's second-degree murder. Third-degree murder is where you don't intend to kill anybody, but you do something so inherently dangerous that you do kill somebody. And so there are degrees of murder, and I'll just say, the presumptive sentence for first-degree murder is life. The second degree is about 25 years, and third degree is about 12 and a half years. Those are the presumptive sentences.
And you're comfortable with third-degree murder being the correct charge?
No, ma'am, I did not say any such thing as that.
Then where do you stand on it?
Are you at?
I'm asking you. That's the current charge. You're now involved in this. So what is your take on it?
Well, we are reviewing the evidence and we are reviewing the law, and we are going to charge this case in a manner consistent with the highest level of accountability that the facts and the law will support. At this time, I am not about to make any announcements about what that will be, but I can assure you that we're taking a fresh look at this, but I don't have anything to announce to you on your show this morning.
Understood. What about the other 3 officers?
Yeah, that is similar. We are reviewing all of the evidence. The public knows some things about the other officers, but there's a whole body of evidence that we're still reviewing. And so we have to make sure that we look at the facts and the law, and we will charge those cases, those individuals, to the highest degree of accountability that the law and the facts will support. But I just want to let your listeners know that it is essential that this prosecution is viewed as just and fair. I don't want to have to defend this prosecution from false accusations of rush to judgment or pressure by the public. No, this is justice. We're going on justice, and that's what we're going to do. And so I know that people are frustrated by the pacing, but I want to assure them that as a person who has dedicated my whole life to civil rights and justice, I am going to pursue justice vigorously, relentlessly, uncompromisingly.
Thank you for that. I do want to ask you about Minneapolis police in general. They've got a track record of using neck restraints that knock people out. What is going on with that?
Well, let me tell you, I will say that we need systematic, permanent reform. And we have a police chief who is committed to that. We have a federation president who isn't. And I think that one of the reforms we need is to place our chief, who's appointed by the city council and by the mayor, to be in charge of the department, not the federation president. And I am very concerned about how the authority is being exercised in that department. The chief is the one we trust. He's the one the public selected. And whenever somebody undermines his authority, that undermines the public trust. And, so I'm very concerned about a number of practices. I believe that there needs to be systematic review, pattern and practice review. That is my opinion. And I hope that we can get that as part of the overall drive for meaningful reform. So what you pointed out is that neck restraint policy. That's one policy among many others that I think needs to be reviewed so that we can have a just, fair, humane public safety in the city of Minneapolis.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.